Welcome to Tina's Tiny Living, Tiny Family. Today I'm going to talk about more on frugal living. There is only one way to really live very frugal, and that is stop spending money. Well, we live in a world where we can't do that. That is out of our control. What is in our control is how much we spend, when we spend it, where we spend it, why we spend it. That is all in our control. And do we have it to spend? For me, I can't. Mine is only cost of living, as I've said before, and really nothing more, if very little. So, why would we spend money? One way to spend money is if it's going to give you something in return. Planting a garden. If you're working with technology that is giving you wages, equipment cost. Whatever is going to give you a return is where you can spend money and for survival. Now, I'm going to share a few ways of some of the very frugal ways that I live. Some of them you may think very strange, that you wouldn't even consider doing. One is I double dip in my food. I'm the only one here. I don't have to worry about it. Plus, I do not spend money on paper plates. I have not bought paper plates for months. I do buy paper bowls only for the fact of feeding my 2 cats. But a bowl for them will last them for a week before I decide to change it to a clean one. I do wipe it out every day. Another frugal way I live is when it comes to hot water. I just heard on the news today that they did say, and it was confirmed, that if you wash your hands in cold water, it is just as effective as if you wash them in warm or hot water. The difference between the two is depending on how long you wash your hands, if you wash them in cold water. I've been washing my hands in cold water for a very long time. For me, renting, if I turn the hot water on, that's costing dollars for the electric bill. My water, of course, is included in my rent. If you're buying, then you have double cost. You have the cost of water plus your cost of electricity. So think about it. The moment you turn that hot water on, it is dollars. I do all of my laundry in cold water. And I've been learning to hang my clothes around my 2-room apartment, which is something new that I have started doing. The other thing that I do is I do not turn on any lights during the day. I only have 3 windows in my 2-room apartment, but it's enough light that I don't need to have any light on. I do right now because I am actually standing in my only walk-in closet, and I have the light on so you guys can see better. But during the day, no lights. And in the summertime, as we're getting into, our days are longer. So I really don't need the lights until about 8:30 at night. Turn your thermostat down. Some people like to have it so hot it feels like a sauna. That is not healthy living. Comfortable temperatures is anywhere between 68 to 70 degrees. My apartment, on the other hand, I keep my temperature in the winter, in the dead cold of winter, I keep it between 66 and 68 degrees. And I try to keep it as consistent as possible. So learn to turn thermostat down and just bundle up a little bit more. Now, here's the strange thing that I really do. And I do it because I can, because I'm totally by myself. Now, if you're by yourself or with your spouse, you too can do this as well. Again, you'll think it's strange. And I don't mind sharing this at all. Going to the bathroom. I don't shut the bathroom door and I don't turn the light on in the bathroom. Why? Because I have enough daylight from my bedroom and living area that it comes into the bathroom. So there's no need for a light in the bathroom until it gets dark. But like I said, you can only do that if you're by yourself or with your spouse. So, what ways do you live frugal? You can comment and share with me on those because I would like to know more frugal ways of living. God's Word does tell us that, He gives us a little bit to see what we're going to do with it. And if we don't prove ourselves with a little, then will He give us more to handle? Finances, or whatever the case may be, in your job, school, whatever. If you can't handle the little bit that you have, He will not give you more. That one's guaranteed. Let's see. Oh, one other way that I am very frugal about living is my trash bags. I have the 13-gallon bags. I put that in. And then the plastic bags that we get from the grocery store, I use those inside that. And that way I only have to change the 13-gallon bag maybe once every 2 weeks, depending on what spills or drops in it. So that is very cost-saving too. How can you save money? How do you pinch your pennies? There's many creative ways, and basically it's just stop spending where it's not necessary. Do you need those 2 or 3 mochas a day? Do you need 2 or 3 pops a day? Do you need to go out and eat for every meal or every lunch while you work? That gets very spendy, very costly. What can you do at home to save money for your food for work? That is something that is always that I have to do. I spend most of my money on the food for work than if I'm just here at home, because I have to take it with me, because I don't go out to eat when I work. So anyway, once again, share with me what you do with your frugal tips. I would sure like to hear from everyone. And again, thank you for watching Tina's Tiny Living, Tiny Family.